Alright YouTube, this is my second video. I have a tripod now, so it might be a little bit easier this time. I'm doing a review on the Glock 23 and the Viridian laser and a couple of Glock accessories. This is my Glock 23. As you can see, I took like a yellow crayon and colored in the divots there. You know, a lot of people do it, but anyway. This is the Viridian green laser. It does have a tack light on it right here. This is the battery compartment right here, and this is the actual green laser. These are extremely bright. This is the on-off switch, and it is ambidextrous, and there's the on-off switch right there. It's a very compact unit, as you can see. This is the mid-size version of the Glocks, and it tucks nicely up under the rail, as you can see. I have noticed that when I shoot it, you have to keep it pretty clean because it will start distorting the laser from the gunpowder residue. The Glock itself, I've shot about 500 rounds through it, has not had a problem yet. Not one jam, not one anything. Of course, everybody on YouTube knows that about Glock, so I need to really not say anything further. But you do one click, and as you can see the laser. It is really bright. Crimson traces don't even come this close. The paperwork says that it's good for about 2 miles out at night, and I kind of believe it because I have yet to see it non-reflected unless I shine it in the sky at night. And it has multiple different settings. All you have to do to cut it on is press one side of the button, either or. To cut it off, you just press it once and it's cut off. Now to cycle through the options, you have to push both buttons in simultaneously. And it has a bright LED light, and as you can see, it is extremely bright. And if you look right over here, that's the light with the laser on there. It's a lot brighter than this video does justice. So, and then you have the strobe light, and you can adjust the speed of the strobe light with a steady laser. You have a pulsating laser, and you can adjust the rate of pulsation on that also. Then you have the pulsating laser with a steady light, and then just a steady light, and back to the steady laser. And to cut it off, you just hit that hit the button there. It's a real compact design, and if you can see, it's a universal laser sight, and there's a screw right there, and the same with the other side. They attach a little rail system, and it comes with many different rails to go on various types of guns. And it's kind of hard to do right here, but it has one single screw that goes through it, and it if you're familiar with the Glock 23s, they have a rail right here, and it goes right inside that, and as you can see, it fits right on the trigger guard, and there's virtually no underhang right there. So it's a pretty compact unit and fairly bright. Oh, one other thing, I did put the mag well in there, just keep dirt out of it. It's not one of the bevel ones, but I mean, it still does a fairly good job. Now the Viridian comes in a box like this. It's very well packaged, to say the least, and it comes with your instruction booklets and all that fun stuff. And mine also came with a DVD product review. Basically all it is the videos off of YouTube that are endorsed by Viridian. You lift this off, and as you can see, the unit sits in here, your battery sits in here, and then you have the different rail mounts here, your different Allen wrenches for windage and elevation adjustments, and extra set of screws, and a extra cross screw. I guess that's cross screw, I don't know. And I got mine off Amazon. It was an open box item, so the unit itself was $260. I priced a Crimson Trace, and it was roughly about the same, but the Crimson Trace is a whole lot brighter. No, I'm sorry, the Viridian is a whole lot brighter. Viridian has excellent customer service. They have the number on the side right there. It's 1-800-999-099390. But it's very excellent customer service. I called them several times. Just real helpful, knowledgeable. The best customer service I have ever seen before. I would definitely do business with them. They do make hard plastic holsters for them, for people who decide to carry them. I have my concealed weapons permit, so I will be getting one. They sell them on their website. I believe they're $40 for all of their holsters. I think. I'm not sure. I have to look that up and let you know in the comments. I also did a few modifications. Well, I don't know. People call them modifications. I just call them decorating it, whatever, just to help see, I guess. Whatever. Little different things there. And I also did one in red, if you can tell. And these right here are the extra mag pouches for Glock. I had to trim some of the notches out of there. They had 2 more notches right in here. Trim those out so they fit on my belt. These are excellent. They fit in there just like that. They snap in place. They stay in there pretty good. And if they just, there's a nice little click right there. They work fairly good, and the way they work is they're real close. They'll go on your waist about like that, and they're real compact, real close. So it's hard to tell that they're on there. And I've read on a couple of online blogs that when you carry a loaded pistol on one side, it's also better to counterweight it with loaded magazines on the other side. That way you won't run into back problems and so forth, but that's for another video altogether. What else can I say? It's a Glock. It's Glock 23, 40 cal, mid-size. Anybody who's anybody knows Glock, knows what they're capable of, knows their destructive, non-destructible capabilities. I haven't changed the sights on them at all, but I did add this. And that right there is the windage screw. I don't know, it's kind of blurry when it gets up close. And this is the elevation screw, elevation adjustment. It adjusts fairly easy. Like I said, I've had no problems with the unit whatsoever, absorbing recoil or losing zero. But I have noticed it does like to eat batteries, especially with the tack light on as well. Now with the just the laser, it does pretty well on batteries, but batteries are quite expensive for this thing. They're about $5 a piece, and with just the laser, I think they last up to like 7 or 8 hours, maybe 13. I don't know. It's on my paperwork here somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, now with the laser and light on the brightest setting, it's, I think, maybe an hour and a half. It does have, when you cut it on and leave it on for about 10 minutes, it will start, it will go into pulsate mode no matter what you have, even if you have the tack light on. And that's letting you know that it's gonna automatic shut off after 10 minutes. And all you have to do is basically press the button, and your settings, what you had it on when it went into that mode, will come right back up. When the batteries die in these things or get real low and you have it on, no matter what setting you have on, it will go to a pulsating light and a pulsating laser. That setting is not on here. I thought the unit was actually malfunctioning. What it was is the battery went dead. You will not be able to turn it off. You have to unscrew that to take the battery out. And you can use a quarter or a nickel or, you know, screwdriver or whatever to take this out. It screws out, and the old battery slides right out, and then put your new battery in, cut it back on. You will have to readjust your setting. And see, it has memory also. You know, say like I want to use that setting, well, I cut it off, then when I cut it back on, that setting's still there. Or just want the light, cut it off, cut it back on. It's an extremely bright light. It goes out to, I would say, a good 50 yards. You can't really tell too much at 50 yards, but you will be able to see if somebody or something is moving around out there. I reckon that's about it. You know, Glocks are the best pistol in the world as far as being able to shoot in any condition. The Viridians are very well made. I have not had a problem out of mine yet. Like I said, their customer service is excellent. They are extremely bright. In broad daylight, in direct sunlight, you can see it maybe 20 foot away. But I mean, a red laser, you can't even see it in direct sunlight at all. Or at least not that far. In shaded daylight, I believe it's maybe 200 yards. And at night, pretty much as far as you can see. I shined it up at the sky one night just out of curiosity. We had some low-lying rain clouds, and it did reflect off of those, so I was quite impressed with that. So if you need to shoot down UFOs or whatever, use your Glock. Alright. Thank you for your views, thank you for your comments, and I hope you enjoyed the video.